It's the topic everyone seems to think about, but many just aren't doing. Sex. Whether it's babies, chores, or life getting in the way, many couples have just thrown in the towel. So how do you reignite that spark? We followed the extreme measures one couple took to get their groove back. Here's ABC's Abby Boudreau.
Megan, straight ahead with that beautiful smile, Megan!
When you think of Hollywood bombshells like Megan Fox, you would imagine her real-life romance to be just as steamy as what we see in movies like Jonah Hex. But not so, says Megan. Sex for her and her husband, Brian Austin Green, seems to be rather challenged nowadays, as she told the ladies of The View.
The sex kind of slowed down, which happens to all kind of moms, new moms.
My oldest son sleeps in bed with us, so there's really no way.
And Megan's not alone. For many couples, life gets in the way, and there's little to no time for sex. Some have sex only once a month. Meg Conley and Riley Bingham know all about that. Married for 8 years, they had little time for sex between their hectic jobs and 2 young daughters.
Busy lives got busier with a child and school and work. The laundry list got so long, literally sometimes it was laundry.
There was laundry, yeah.
And it just, we got busy and we started to kind of miss one another.
Worried she was losing touch with her husband, she decided they should embark on a sex-periment. Have sex every day for 30 days.
We got home from work that night and I was like, what if we just have sex every night for the next month? And he was like, yeah, what if we do? So we did, and it was a lot of fun.
And you're thinking, oh my God.
The lottery. I dropped my bag out of shock.
Why did you want to do this in the first place?
You know, when we were first married, there was lots of physical affection, lots of sex. It was a lot of fun. And then the baby came, and the no sex concerned me. But what had bothered me more was I realized we hadn't held hands.
Were you noticing that you weren't as intimate as often?
Absolutely.
And what were you thinking about that?
I thought, how do you miss someone that you sleep next to and that you spend all your days with, but yet you still somehow miss them?
Meg wrote about their journey on her blog, Meg in Progress, really striking a chord with couples. Some called her idea brilliant, genius, while others questioned her ways. I don't buy this at all. I just don't.
For many couples, one of the biggest challenges is that we tend to put everyone else first. We worry about our children, we worry about our work lives, and we just sort of take for granted the partner who may be laying next to us.
Instead of watching reruns on Netflix after the kids went to bed, Meg and Riley focused their attention on each other.
Just for the record, so was it like every night you're actually doing the deed, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever feel like, I am just too tired today?
Totally.
And it started feeling like almost like a chore?
Like there were times where I would have to look in the bathroom mirror and like psych myself up. Like, you can do this. It's okay that you're tired. It's okay that you're insecure about your body because it doesn't have anything to do with those things. Like, this is important. I craved it. I craved the time with him. I craved the sex. I craved what it was doing for our marriage. It was fabulous. And after the 30 days was up, we just kept going.
But experts say it's not about the quantity, but the quality.
If it starts to feel like it's a chore, if there isn't genuine pleasure that's coming from the 30 nights of sex, sex is supposed to be pleasurable. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And if it feels like a chore, it's not going to be good for your relationship.
These days, there's a whole industry out there to help couples unlock the secrets to a lasting libido, from swingers clubs.
This is Swing School, and Swing School is how we welcome beginners into the lifestyle.
And mommy mojo classes.
Anybody read erotica this week? No.
To erotic boudoir photos, capturing couples at their sexiest. For this couple, the extra intimacy was exactly what they needed, becoming more open and vulnerable.
What do you think this did for your marriage?
It added excitement. He would come home from work and he'd come into the kitchen, like pick me up and twirl me around. It felt like we were kids again, and we were talking more to each other. Our communication, those lines like really opened up.
We did talk a lot more. We became much more generous, less selfish. We were on the same team once again. Instead of 2 separate players doing 2 separate things, it became more of 2 people doing the same thing for each other and for the better good of our family and our lives. It was just phenomenal.
So what can you do to avoid a sexless marriage?
Finding ways to show your partner that you care about them 1 or 2 times a day. It's probably more than we're doing already, and those type of little things lead to more and better sex.
For Meg and Riley, though they're no longer having sex every day, the couple always makes time for one another.
We still make it a point to be intimate every day, whether it's hand-holding or kissing. It has to be something that's just her and I, where we feel close, but whatever it is that day, it's just us.
For Nightline, Abby Boudreau, Provo, Utah.